Okay, today we'll be working on a POS system. This POS system have a light in fax checkout, a real-time inventory, and a built-in theme chart also, and a role-based option inside. So you don't need uh, an external third-party live chat to work on it. Everything is already built in, and you can also share roles for different users. So we have the low stock alert inside that is built inside the system POS system. We have the top selling product that is built in inside the POS system. We have the overall information, everything built in. So once a stock is low, you get notified. You can see the notification in the notification drop down there. So here is the point of sales where you place the order of your customers. You select the product your customers ask for, and you go straight to imputing the product into the point of sales record. So you select what I mean is that you select the product, you go to your current cart, and also you still need to take notice of something. When the stock is low, you won't be able to process that stock. So the once is displaying out of stock, you know that product can be sold. So that's just one thing about it, and it's very good for all business, both little and big business. This POS system is very good. I will advise you to add this for your system, which is very good. And it's something you can also build for yourself also. So you select this available product. You can use cash payment, card payment, and online payment. So it depends on the one that your customer is paying with. So you can use any one that your customer is paying with, whichever one that your customer is paying. So where the invoice is, I built the invoice in a way that you're using the A5 and A4 receipt. It's not just using just one simple receipt, using an A5 and A4 receipt. So whatsoever sales you made in that point of sales, you can put it in an A4 and A5 receipt. So select your customers, select your product. First thing first, you select your product. Second thing, you select the customer that you have imputed that you want to sell that product for. Then you go straight to to generate your receipt, whichever receipt you want to generate. Automatically, once that receipt is generated, you will see it in your orders. So you can also return that same order that you place. You can also return it in case the order was placed wrong. That is for your users, your employees that may be using this POS system. They can also return the product to avoid wrong information, to avoid complaint by you to your employee and the rest. So that's just something also. So here is where you add your customers. You can add any customers you want. For example, you can add, let's say Sarah. Let's say Sarah. You can use Sarah to just impute Sarah details just for an example. Just add Sarah, add a phone number, add information on inside. This will allow us to search Sarah on product. That's just it. It will allow us to be able to search Sarah on product. So that's why it's very important. Very important. Very important to impute the customer before you make the sales, not after you make the sales. Before you make the sales, you impute your customers first before you make any sales. Before you make any sales, you impute your customers. Okay, so let's add supplier. You add supplier. Okay, we're using HP as an example for the supplier. Also, we add the categories, because the categories are what we'll be using in the point of sales. We'll be using the categories. The categories of that product is what we'll be using. For example, an HP can contain categories can contain all product of HP, from HP printer to HP pen to HP laptops to HP wristwatch to anything that is under HP category. So you can, that's how important the categories is. The supplier and the category, but the category is far more important than the supplier, but all works together. All works together. So put the product, put the school code, you impute everything on it. HP for supplier. Yeah. So make sure that the stock number is higher than the low stock alert to avoid the low stock message. So just make sure that the stock is higher than the low stock amount, or you can also downgrade the low stock alert for yourself just to make it easier according to the amount of product you have. So you said everything is set according to the amount of product that you have. That's just the thing. So you set it according to the amount of product you have. So that's that. That's that. You said it. Put the customers. You forgot to put the customers. Okay. Exactly. That's it. Very simple. Very simple. So let's move on. Um, branches. Yeah. Yes, branches. So here we have two branches. We have the main store, then we have another branch inside. So both branches are same store, but you can, when you are working on a project, you can also uh, when you create a brand new store, there's an option whereby you can retain the categories and the product and the supplier, or you can put a new catalog where you will have to create the supplier and everything afresh. settings, you can change the company name. You can also change the default currency that you want the POS system for the company to use. You can put your company logo, you can put your registration number, which is ROC registration number, your address, set the receipt print, and you can on and off the ROC registration number. As you can see, you can on it, you can off it, you can also on the signature where both you and your customer will have the privilege to sign up in the A4 receipt. And you can change the color of the receipt to the preferred color of your brand of your company, so that the receipt will come out as with your brand color. So you can impute your hardware device, your cash drawer, your POS system, your card reader, any device. You can integrate it to the system to be able to use them, and the POS system will auto detect everything on its own. So you can also set a default stock alert. You can also set a default stock alert there. So if it's low, you use the default one, or you can change the ring, the sound, the notification of the live chat there. And you can also delete the catalog, the stores, the categories and everything instantly once with just one button from your admin settings. So now let's create a user. And when we are done with the user, we create a row for the user. When we're done with user, we create row for the user. We assign this one as manager of the main store. So let's go to the row, and okay, I've seen it. Let's go to row. Manager, branch manager. We have two users, the one we just created and the previous one that was there before. So these are the permissions that managers have to operate within the system that the admin gave to them to operate within the POS system. So we assign it. Yes. Okay. Good. We are good. First store, the second store. Okay, let's log in with the manager. One of the manager, the branch manager, one of it. And once you log in with anyone, with manager, cashier, whatsoever, staffs or anything, you must check in. So that's the benefit of the check-in. You can give it to anyone that is associated with your company, and you can also link this online, POS system online. You can also link it online. So it's not something that you have to use offline alone. You can link it online, so to see everything in real time. So as you can see, there's the manager is checked in, and is the only one present now that is active as of the time of testing this POS system. You see the checked in, you see the active, you see the time and the date there that person checked in. Everything there, you know when the person checking. So you can check the user out from the admin section, but we're going to check it out from the user section. So once you check it out, go back to the admin section. Let's refresh it. Okay, as you can see, checked out. Now the duration of the time that account stays, as you can see, it shows you the duration of the time. So that way you will be able to look at the time the person spent the time the person signed in, which is checked in into the POS system, and the time the person left the POS system, the duration of time it stays on your platform. You can see it. So this is the online the live chat side. So all live chat is integrated into the POS system. You don't need to go and look for a third party live chat to integrate into the POS system. No, all live chat. So you can chat with anybody, any store, whether store one is an electronic store, store two is a cosmetic store, store three is a furniture store. It doesn't matter. You can chat with everyone. You can check. You can uh, pass information within the chat with everyone. So that's it. So it's a this system is worth having for your business. So like and subscribe and share for others to see so that they can use for their own private business. Thank you.